Hello there Whipplings and welcome back once again to another mod showcase. Today I'll be showing off a mod called the Block Monster mod, which adds a brand new badass looking mob into the game called a Block Monster. And by the way guys, if we could shoot for 600 likes for this mod showcase, that would be fantastic. Anyhow, we may as well start off by spawning the mob itself, and you can actually spawn the mob in two different ways. You can either use the Block Monster spawn egg, which I need to get out of my inventory, so you can search Block Monster spawn egg and get yourself one of these, or you can go in the chat and then type in /bm and then spawn, and this is another way of spawning it, but for the purposes of this mod showcase I'm just going to use the spawn egg. So I'm just going to right click and it should spawn, and look at that, it's going to fall from the sky, land on the ground, and this is what it looks like. And you may be thinking it looks a little bit like a spider, and wow, all the pigs around it are being squished by it even though it's not moving, but you can see it looks like a spider even though it has 6 legs instead of 8, so it's not really a spider, but it has a similar stance and a body size to a spider, and you can walk underneath it. And the main difference between this and normal mobs in the game is normal mobs, when you walk into them, like this pig, did you see that? I just pushed that pig into its leg and then it got squished. Poor pig. Normally though, when you walk into mobs, they either get pushed or you walk straight through them, but with this mob it's a little bit of a different story. If you walk into this Block Monster's legs, like so, you can see you get pushed back and you can't actually walk through it. It's pretty much like a solid structure, so if you walked into a house you wouldn't be able to walk through it, and that's a similar story for this mob. You can't walk through it, and it also has the added benefit of enabling you to jump on top of it, so I can just jump on top of its legs and then just like jump from leg to leg doing spider parkour or Block Monster parkour, whatever you want to call it. It's quite fun to just mess around and jump on this poor thing. I really feel sorry for it, really. Imagine all of the people that have downloaded this mod and then abused the poor thing by jumping on its legs, jumping on its body, and then jumping from leg to leg, then back to his body. Get our poor thing. Imagine if someone did that to you in real life, just like jumped all over your body. Oh, that would be evil and horrible. Get our poor thing. I'm surprised it doesn't just like lash out at you and then like fling you off into the space with one of its powerful legs. It could probably do that considering how powerful this thing is, and you'll see why it's so powerful later on when you hear the sound effects of it. Anyway, I haven't shown you the coolest part about this mob yet, and that is the fact that you can ride it. Yes, you can legitimately ride this and walk around your world, and that's predominantly the main feature of this mod. You can just ride around on this and do some crazy things with it. So, to actually ride one of these mobs, all you have to do is right click on it, like so, and then you'll jump on top of it, and if I go into third person mode, you can see how cool I look. Look at me, sitting on my stone blocks, on my Block Monster, and I can just control it in the same way as I control my player using WASD, and also space to jump. But for the moment I'm just going to walk around on my Block Monster. You can see the legs are just everywhere, and I'm just walking up this hill. It's very good at off-roading. You can walk over some surprisingly steep hills with this thing. But you do have to make sure you don't flip over, because it's very vulnerable to flipping over. If you get one of the legs caught in like a little ditch, it will legitimately flip over and you'll end up upside down with your legs like hovering in the air and flapping all over the place. You look really sad. It's like a spider in real life that's flipped over. Oh, it's a really sad sight to see, but hopefully that won't be happening. And if I just like be quiet for a bit, and I'll let you listen to the thudding sound that happens when I walk. Listen to that. It's so powerful. It's that heavy that every time it walks and puts a leg down, it makes the ground tremor and you get a massive thud sound. It's awesome. The ground doesn't actually tremor, but it'd be cool if the mod creator added that in the future. Imagine like walking along and then the whole ground shaking. That would be really, really awesome. Anyway, I may as well now show you the jumping functionality. And what better way to do this than try and scale this mountain that's on the right of me here. So I'm just going to walk over to this mountain, and when we get closer to it, I'm just going to press spacebar and hope I'm going to be able to scale this thing by jumping. So when you press down space, you'll do a little jump, and the longer you press down space, the higher you'll go. So I've just completely missed this whole like sand dune there. I've jumped right over the top of it and I can land on the other side, and I'm spinning around like crazy. Managed to redeem myself though. I've managed to land perfectly, and let's try and traverse this landscape a bit more. It's just so fun to like jump around. Yay! You could probably go into the stratosphere or into space. You could probably even get to the moon. You could just keep pressing space and you go higher and higher, and look at that, I'm getting consumed by this Block Monster. That must really hurt. I'm being crushed by all of its body parts. We've got like stone in my face, and wow, we're doing like some kind of death spin as we fall hurtling down towards the ground. Oh, poor thing. Is it going to land upright? No, it's not. Okay, come on, land upright. No! Oh, don't flip over. No, it's upside down. Come on, get back normal. Oh, phew. I thought I'd lost it then. It's really hard to get it back upright when you flip over. You have to like fly into the air and then try and do some death spins and keep like landing on the ground until you're upright. But ideally I need to find some flat land now, so I can show you the next feature of this block monster. Let's just try and get over here. And I think this is a flat enough land. I'm not going to find anything flatter, so I'm just going to get off this thing now and show you some other features to do with this. So, the neat thing I found is that you can actually just punch parts of its body. So I'm just going to punch this dirt block here, and the dirt block will fly off into the distance, and it's just been placed down here, and it's been replaced by a stone block. So if you don't like the fact that your block monster is comprised of bits of dirt and sand as well as the stone, and you just want it to be pure stone, well, you can just go up to the bits you don't like this dirt block here, punch it off, keep punching it until you get the stone block you want. So I just want everything to be stone, and I can't reach the other one. Yeah, there we are. We're just gonna have one dirt block. Okay, I'll just leave that one dirt block. You can stay. Poor thing, it's being abused. We must make it perfect though. We've got to get rid of all the dirt and stuff here. So we'll just get rid of that one. And look at it, we've got a fully stone block monster, apart from the end of its feet. There we go. Just one more. Yeah, look at that. It's fully stone now. How awesome is that? So you can just like replace bits of it. If you wanted like a whole sand one, you could spend ages just like punching each of its individual segments until you got a complete... Why have we got like a bit of grass here? That's really peculiar. Oh well, it's gone now. So yeah, you can just mix and match the blocks it's made out of. But another feature I need to show you, let me just get rid of that so it's out of the way. I'm just going to get some creeper spawn eggs here. Let's just get a stack of these, and we're just going to spawn down loads of creepers. An army of creepers. I find this quite ironic what I'm about to do, because you know in real life, the amount of spider deaths that are caused by humans like squishing them, it's now time for the spiders to get a bit revenge. So this block monster thingy, which looks like a spider, is now just going to go over this herd of creepers, and listen to this. I just love the sound effects. It's like a splatting sound effect as we crush all the creepers. They just get decimated by this thing. It's so heavy. It just walks on top of them and they get flattened to like paper thinness, and then they just die. It's just so fun and satisfying to crush mobs with this thing. Let's just try and like jump in the air and then splat down on them. Yeah, here we go. Land on them. No, I've missed it. Okay, jump and then land on top of them. Yeah. Did you hear that splat? I hit it with my body, not even my leg. That was glorious. I just love it so much. You can just go and squish mobs with this thing. Let's do a backflip or something. Come on. Flip. Oh, I don't know how you can backflip. It doesn't seem to be any way of doing that. Wow. I think you can just jump off it and then get back on it in midair. So there are a few other things I need to show you to do with this mob. And the first one I'm going to show you is that it actually has a death animation. And when you kill it, you can kill it by just hitting it repeatedly over and over again. If you hit it too much, eventually it'll just like give way and blocks will fly everywhere. So I can just keep punching this and eventually it should just like split into individual blocks like so. And look at that. The blocks have splayed off everywhere and just been dropped on the ground. So you can see all of the parts it was made out of, all the gravel and dirt and sand and stuff, and stone, are all over the place in this desert. So now its body parts are just everywhere. It's a bit sad really. It was really cute. It was my friend, and then I just murdered it by punching it. Oh. I must have really strong fists to be able to destroy a monster completely comprised of stone with just my fist. Wow, with my bare hands. I am like He-Man or the Hulk. I don't even know. But yeah, there's one more feature I need to show you, but we're in a really bad location to show it off, because I need trees to demonstrate it, and I'm nowhere near trees. So I'm just going to try and find some trees, and then I'll be back. And we're going to have to spawn another block monster, because I, destroyed my cute little friend over there. Oh, poor thing. So here I am, back again with my new block monster friend, and in front of me I have a forest, which means I can finally show you the final feature of this block monster mob. So if you actually press C while you're riding it, you get this message in the chat that says eat trees true, which is a block destroying mode which destroys leaves and wood, or bark or whatever. So I'm going to try and turn around and head towards this forest, although turning around isn't really that easy with this thing, but you can see it's consuming all of these leaf blocks and also the logs, and I'm just decimating this tree. It's being destroyed, and wow, oh no, my legs are getting stuck in this ravine thingy. No, get out of here. And what is one of my blocks of my body a flower? It appears to have like a flower block in my body. Oh, it's really peculiar. I don't know why I'm saying my body though. It's my pet mob's body, the block monsters. Anyway, let's head over to this forest and see how many trees we can destroy. Yes, no, don't flip over. No. You can see there on my left, that tree was destroyed. There's just like potholes everywhere where my legs get stuck in, and they're really annoying. But come on, keep going. Look at that. All of these trees are just getting destroyed. So if you happen to be in a dense forest and you want to have a little block monster friend, don't worry, you can still get through the landscape. You just have to destroy all of the trees in your path. This is deforestation on another level. Look how many trees I'm getting rid of per second. Oh, it's amazing. Let's just jump and then land on top of one and see what happens. Let's land on top of a tree. Oh, look at that. The tree's just being destroyed. And now I'm upside down and I'm still destroying trees. It's just so fun to just destroy whole forests with this thing. Let's just go over here to this river. Come on. Destroy all the trees. All trees must die. Even works with birch trees. It appears to work with any kind of log. I'm not sure if it works with logs added by custom mods, but I haven't got Biomes of Plenty installed currently, so I can't really test that out. But here I go, down the ravine into the river, and I'm just going to try and go up the other end and destroy some more trees. But you can see all of the features I've now shown off. So you can destroy trees, you can jump, you can squish mobs, and you can punch blocks out of your own block monster to replace them if you don't want like flowers in it. You can also punch blocks off while you're still riding it. Look at that. But I don't want to kill it. That would be evil. Just before I end this video, I think I said earlier that these mobs can actually walk on water, and I just wanted to demonstrate that now. I've got an ocean in front of me. Well, it's more like a swampy ocean, but we're going to try and turn around as usual. The mob always spawns the wrong way. Come on, turn around. And you can see that when I step on water, I'm just floating on the surface. I don't know how this works, considering how heavy this thing is. The fact that I can walk on water seems a bit unrealistic. I mean, I must weigh like 50 tons, and I'm able to walk on the top of the water. Look at that. I don't know if I'm stepping on the lily pads, but I legitimately am just like stepping on water. In fact, I could probably just get off and then walk on my body while it's floating on water. Look at that. So I could just walk all over my mob, and wow, look at that. I'm just like being blended in the center of it. I was just spinning around in it. Anyway, so I can step on its legs, do parkour over the ocean, and no, I've fallen in. But it is just floating, isn't it? There's nothing supporting it, and it's walking on water, which is brilliant. So you know, normally it's like a real pain crossing oceans. You have to use a boat which just breaks all the time, or you can like swim all the way and it's really boring and it takes forever. Well, now you can just get yourself a block monster and then walk over the ocean on this massive beast. It's a real brute, this thing. Oh, it's so cool to do this. I'm walking on water. I am Jesus block monster. Yes. It's so fun to do this. Anyway, thank you for watching, everyone. This is the block monster mod. If you've enjoyed this mod showcase, please remember to smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, I'll be seeing you next mod showcase. Oh yeah.